ito. Our ABG studies measures the pH, the partial oxygen or yung arterial oxygen natin and yung ating partial carbon dioxide. Okay, or yung aside from that, it also measures yung ating HCO3 or yung ating bicarbonate ions. Always remember po, when we talk about the PCO2, this pertains to the ano na to, yung sa lungs natin, okay? And yung ating HCO3 pertains on our kidneys, yung kidney function, okay? Kaya nga po, later on, kapag mag-interpret tayo ng mga ABG results, kapag ang laging partner lagi ng pH para maging respiratory siya ay yung PCO2. Okay? Kapag naman po ang lagi kasi nating tinitignan dito for analysis is yung pH and yung kung saan siya magtutugma. Okay? For example, nagtugma yung pH and yung ating bicarbonate. So, ang magiging analysis po natin doon ay metab. Ayun. Okay? So, ABG studies pertains to the ability of the lungs to provide adequate oxygen and of course, to remove carbon dioxide and the ability of the kidneys to reabsorb or excrete bicarbonate ions to maintain a normal body pH. Okay? So, always remember din po na these ABG studies, okay, usually aid in assessing the abilities of the lungs to provide an adequate oxygenation. Okay? And ABG samples can be analyzed for oxygen content and saturation and for bicarbonate values. Ayan. Okay? So what are our nursing responsibilities if we are performing this? Okay? So always remember that the patient should be in a respiratory steady state for about 15 to 20 minutes. And there should be a normal Allen's test. So, naalala niyo pa po yung Allen's test natin? So, this is performed by having the patient clench their fist, okay, for several times, while you, as a nurse, will occlude the radial and ulnar artery at the wrist. Okay, so, try nyo nga pong gawin. So, you're going to clench your fist, okay, several times, and you as a nurse will occlude the radial and ulnar artery. Okay, try nyo nga pong gawin. Okay, so ang interpretation po natin dito, if the hand flashes within 5 to 15 seconds, okay, it indicates that there is a good flow sa ating ulnar artery. Okay, try nyo nga po. 'Di ba? Naka-clench yung fist ninyo for several times and then i-occlude ninyo yung radial artery. Okay? I-occlude ninyo. And then kapag bumalik siya agad within 5 to 15 seconds, ibig sabihin there is a good ulnar artery, good flow ng ulnar artery. But masasabi natin na negative Allen's test po 'yan kapag hindi siya bumalik within 5 to 15 seconds. And it indicates that ulnar circulation is inadequate or non-existent. So in this situation, kapag ganun yung nangyari, hindi siya bumalik agad, ibig sabihin, the radial artery supplying arterial blood to that hand should not be punctured. Okay? So hindi po dapat ipapuncture yun. Kaya dapat, yun po yung lagi nating ina-assess, dapat normal po yung Allen's test niya. Okay? Always remember also that a sterile technique is always, should be performed or applied in this type of skill, and you should be competent, and after, the nurse must carefully assess for signs of respiratory distress and chest pain and the like. Ano yung mga signs of respiratory distress natin? Ano po yung mga yon? Kung maalala pa po ninyo, mga signs of respiratory distress, ano mga indication or makikita natin sa pasyente? Signs of respiratory distress kapag po,
Um, may shortness of breath, ano ba?
sa rate ng breathing, ano pa ba?
Yeah,
'Pag may
increased
mga retractions, 'di ba, may mga retractions sa breathing or kaya nag-iiba yung color ng pasyente, mga gano'n. So, that still falls on assessment. So, dapat alam po ninyo na kung ano yung mga dapat ina-assess. Checking for the respiratory rate, depth, and yung uses or usage of accessory muscles, mga gano'n. Another consideration, ayun, yun, okey na pala yun. So, in our pH, ano ba yung normal? So, normal range is from 7.35 to 7.45. So, pH, this measures now the hydrogen ions, okay? And this determines if the blood is acidotic or alkalotic. Okay? Kapag ang range po natin ay 7.35, okay? This and 7.35 and below, that is considered as acidotic or
acidic,
alkalotic. Yes, acidic. And
acidic.
7.45 and up, that is
Above is
alkalotic. Yes.
basic.
Our partial pressure of carbon dioxide naman will tell you if the problem is respiratory in origin. Okay? Since the carbon dioxide is regulated by the lung. So, the normal range po natin dito ay 35 to 45 millimeter mercury. So, ang partner dito is yung pH and yung carbon dioxide and yung partial pressure of carbon dioxide, tatanggalin nyo lang po yung 7. Okay? Para hindi kayo malito. Kasi these are standard values. And ang ating bicarbonate or yung bicarbonate ion concentration in the blood will tell you if the problem is related to metabolic changes in the patient. Okay? And this refers now to the renal system. And our standard value for this is 22 to 26 millimole per liter. Okay? So, yun po. So, these are now the different normal values. pH, 7.35 to 7.45. Partial pressure of carbon dioxide is 35 to 45 millimeter mercury. And bicarbonate is 22 to 26 millimole per liter. Okay? So, this now pertains to the pH scale. So, sabi ko kanina, 7.35 and below acidic, 7.35 and up is alkaline. Okay? So, this is a table, okay, that will summarize the values, okay, para masabi natin na kung acidic ba yun or alkaline. So, if the value that was presented in the ABG analysis is less than um, for example, 21, okay? Ibig sabihin, acidic na yon, okay? So, any value that falls on less than 22 for the bicarbonate ion is considered as acidic already. And any values more than 26 in the bicarbonate ions is considered as alkaline. So, ito po dapat i-memorize din natin. Dapat alam din natin by heart. Kasi, ang basis po natin talaga dito to check if there is an acidity or alkalinity is to check yung value ng ating partial pressure of carbon dioxide and yung value ng ating, ang tawag dito, value ng ating bicarbonate. Okay? So, yun. So, what is now the steps in analyzing this? So, first is to analyze first the pH. And next is to analyze the carbon dioxide. Okay? Dapat alam natin yung value. And what is the normal range again? 35 to 45 millimeter mercury. And next step is to analyze for the bicarbonate ions. Okay? So, analyze nyo ulit kung acidic ba or alkaline or alkaline. And next step is to match nyo yung carbon dioxide or yung bicarbonate with the pH. So, kumbaga, si pH, hahanapin mo kung saan yung partner niya. Okay? Ang partner ni pH lagi, it's either it's either the carbon dioxide or the bicarbonate. Okay? And determine if there is compensation and analyze the partial pressure of oxygen in the arterial blood and the oxygen saturation. Okay, so those are the different steps for us to analyze it. Okay, so for the partial pressure of oxygen, these are the different standards and yung rates. So masasabi natin na good oxygenation yan if the partial pressure of oxygen is ranges from 80 to 100. And yung oxygen saturation naman ay 95 to 100. These are standards as well, so we need to really know this by heart. Matatawag natin na may mild hypoxia yung patient if the partial pressure of oxygen is 55 to 79. Okay, moderate hypoxia 40 to 54, severe hypoxia 25 to 39. Okay, so these are the standards. So example, so the pH is 7.34. So what is our interpretation for this? Is it alkaline or acidic? 7.34.
Acidic.
Okay, this is acidic. Okay? And ako po ang ginagamit ko para mas madali ako for analysis is to use arrows. So kapag mas mababa, I use yung arrow down or arrow up. Mas nadadalian po ako doon. Our partial pressure of carbon dioxide is 48. Acidic or alkaline? Mababa ba siya or mataas?
Mataas.
Mataas, so it means?
Alkaline?
Acid.
Baliktad.
Si PCO2 ata yung baliktad, no?
I hate this. Again.
Ulit-ulit?
Pag PCO2, same din ba? Pag the
48.
lower, it's acidic also?
Kapag
No, 48 is
PCO2?
normal.
No.
The normal is 35 to 45.
45. Hanggang
Ay,
45.
48 nga pala. 48, so
Oo.
that's acidic.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's higher, it's acidic. Ganon?
Parang ang
Kapag
alam ko,
CO2.
HCO3 and pH, they
kapag mas
follow the...
mataas, kapag mas mataas ang ang ano na to? Ang PCO2, acidic.
Oh,
Acidic
okay.
siya. Ang partner dito para hindi po kayo, ang sinabi ko kanina na partner is yung value, 'di ba? Kung maalala po ninyo, 7.35 to 7.45 for pH, 35 to 45 for PCO2, yun yung partner values. But when it comes to analysis kung alkaline or kung alkaline or
acid.
acidic, ang partner po dito is yung pH and yung bicarbonate. Kabaligtaran po niya ito. Okay? So,
PCO2.
yes. So, in this case, acidic siya. So, HCO3,
Normal.
yes.
22
So,
to
22
26
to
yan.
26. Yeah. So, that's normal. So, what is our reading here? Diba? Ang first step natin kanina nang na-mention ko is to analyze the pH, analyze the carbon dioxide, bicarbonate, and na-match mo na, diba? So, ima-match mo siya. Ima-match mo yung pH. It's either sa acidic ba siya or dun sa normal. Siyempre, very obvious. This example is respiratory or metab?
Respiratory.
Yes, very good. So, respiratory, acidosis or
Acidosis.
alkalosis? Yes, acidosis. Okay? So, kapag na-match mo na siya, kapag na-match mo na yung pH sa either metab or respi, ang next mo nang hahanapin ay yung compensation. Okay? So, in this case, ano ang compensation niya? May compensation ba siya?
Patingin ulit ako ng table.
Ay, sige.
Nasaan yung table?
Ito.
Ito. Ay. This is a receipt kung... Naku, hindi ko alam. Okay, I give up. Sirit.
Okay, so paano po natin malalaman? Meron akong isang table pa dito eh. Wait po. I-post ko na lang din dito. Pero so far, okay na po dun sa first, no? Yung mga first steps, first few steps. Analyze the pH, carbon dioxide, and bicarbonate. So, ang i-review lang po natin ulit is yung pag-determine kung uncompensated ba siya, partially compensated, or fully compensated. Okay? So, masasabi po natin na uncompensated siya, okay, if the value of the pH is abnormal. Okay? And yung compensating system niya ay normal. So, in this, yung example po kanina, saan na ba yun? Yung example na ito, okay? So, this is an example of an uncompensated kasi yung compensating mechanism niya, which is yung bicarbonate, ay normal. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, nag-normalize kasi yung, nag-normalize yung compensating system niya. Kaya walang gagawin yung pH. Okay? So, kaya siya natawag na uncompensated. Now, for the partially compensated, yung pH ay abnormal and yung compensating system ay abnormal din. So, ibig sabihin, kumbaga, yung pH ay wala siya, parang kulang. Kulang yung ginawa niyang means para magkaroon ng normal dun sa ating system. Kaya, partially compensated pa rin siya. Now, for the fully compensated, dito naman yung normal, yung pH, tapos yung compensating system ay abnormal. Okay? So, itong table din po na ito is standard din po siya. Okay? So, for the uncompensated, abnormal yung pH, tapos normal yung kanyang compensating system. Okay? So, for the partially compensated, abnormal yung pH, tapos abnormal din yung compensating system natin. Yung compensating system po natin, it's either the respiratory or the metabolic. Okay? Yung ating PCO2 or yung ating HCO3. Okay? So, yun po. Next. Okay, so as I've mentioned earlier, okay, na to. Ayan. Okay, so kung makikita ninyo, acidic yung pH kasi mababa siya. Yung ating PCO2 ay acidic kasi mataas and yung ating HCO3 ay normal. Okay, so this is an example of respiratory acidosis uncompensated. Okay, next example, pH is 7.50. Is this acidic or alkaline?
Alkaline.
Alkaline.
Okay, alkaline. About PCO2, 34.
Alkaline.
Okay.
It's lower.
HCO3.
Normal.
Okay, so this is an example of normal din ang
Respiratory
kanyang, okay, respiratory
alkalosis.
alkalosis and ang compensation po niya?
Abnormal pH, normal. Uncompensated.
Yes, very good. Uncompensated. Okay?
Wait
Uncompensated
lang,
respiratory alkalosis.
nahihirapan ako. Ano? Wait lang. Nahihirapan ako. When, kailan mo malalaman? Bakit talaga ng ulo ko? Kailan mo malalaman kung respiratory or metabolic? Isa pa nga.
Sige po.
Ang sakit na ng
Sige
ulo
po.
ko. Kasunan, ba't ang bilis mo, JP? Saglit lang.
Hindi, parang na-quad ko na to noon. Parang last month, napanood ko
Hindi
yung...
talaga ako marunong nito, I swear.
Sige po. So, isa pa. So, first step is, sige, balikan natin po yung steps ha. Ito. Ay, hindi yan. So, first step is for you to analyze the pH. Okay? And what is the value of the pH is, it's 7.35 to 7 point,
7.45.
okay, so that's the normal range of the pH. So,
Okay.
kapag mataas, kapag 7.30, kapag 7.46 yan, is it acidic or alkaline?
Alkaline.
Okay, very good. And always remember po na ang partner lagi ni pH when it comes to analysis ng acidic or alkaline ay yung bicarbonate, 'di ba? Ang normal value natin for the bicarbonate ay 22 to
26.
okay, 22 to 26, okay? So, ang kabaligtaran po niya ng analysis ay yung ating carbon dioxide. Kasi ang normal value niya ay 35 to
45.
35 to 45, tama. So kapag po ang value na lumabas ay 30, I mean 34. 34 for example, is that alkaline or acidic?
Alkaline. Ay,
34?
we're talking about PaCO2, di ba? Tama, tama ba?
Yes, yes. PaCO2.
30.
I mean PCO2.
Ay, sorry,
Nga
PCO2.
ba? Apa. So,
Alkaline. Tama,
34.
alkaline.
Value of 34. Okay, very good.
34.
Alkaline. Okay? So, ang laging same ng analysis po dyan ay yung pH and yung HCO2 para hindi kayo malito.
Okay.
Anything that is more than 7.45 for the pH is considered as alkaline. Anything that is above 26 for the HCO3 or the bicarbonate ions is considered as alkaline din. Okay? And pag na-determine nyo na po, kaya nga ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo na gamit kayo ng arrow up or arrow down para mas madali ninyong ma-remember. And may mga notes naman po kayo ngayon dyan, no? So, sa mga examples natin later, mag-take down notes kayo. So, number 4, fourth step, is for you to match the carbon dioxide or the bicarbonate with the pH. So, sabi ko kanina, hahanapin mo kung sino ba yung partner ni pH, kung kanino ba siya magpa-partner. 'Di ba? So, like yung example kanina na nakita po ninyo, acidic yung pH, 'di ba? Kasi mababa siya. Yung PCO2 ay mataas, kaya acidic din siya. Tapos yung bicarbonate ay normal. So, saan yung partner ni pH diyan? Ang partner ni pH ay yung PCO2. Okay? So, in this case, like ang sabi ko po kanina, kapag PCO2 in origin, that is considered as respiratory. Okay? And kapag naman HCO3 ang naging partner ni pH, that is considered as metabolic in origin. Kasi yan ay nagmumula sa kidneys. Okay? So, yun po. Okay na po, malinaw po dun sa part na yun.
Gets ko
Okay?
na.
So,
So,
after po
hanapin ko yung
nun,
part. Yung
oo,
add one out, siya yung magiging something system?
yes, opo,
Okay, okay. Got it.
oo.
Sige, okay,
Yes,
got
yun
it.
yung
Gets
magiging
ko na.
compensating system. Okay? So, in this example, uncompensated yung ating, ano to? Yung compensation natin. Okay? Kasi, di ba sabi ko kanina dito sa table, ano ba yun? Yan. Uncompensated is abnormal yung pH and normal yung kanyang compensating system. Okay? So, yun. Okay? So, in this example, alkaline, alkaline, and this is considered, anong interpretation po natin dito? Respiratory, alkalosis, and uncompensated. Okay? So, bring out your notes, okay, and then take down po. So, pH of 7.32, what is the value? I mean, what is the interpretation? Mababa ba siya or mataas? Arrow down, arrow up.
Arrow down.
Okay, arrow down,
45,
which
45.
gives, okay, which gives a result of or interpretation of acidic or alkaline.
Acidosis. Acidic, sorry.
Okay, acidic. Very good. PCO2 of 42. Arrow down, arrow up.
Arrow down. Acidic. 35, 45. Tama ba?
This
Normal.
is
Sorry. Ano ba yan?
normal.
35 to 45. Normal.
Okay. CO3,
Sinasabi ko tapos
19.
di ko naman.
19.
19 to 22 to 26. It's down. So,
Down.
it's acidic.
Okay, very good. So, in this example,
That's metabolic acidosis.
okay, metabolic acidosis, and ano po ang compensation?
Compensation, pH is abnormal, but, pH is abnormal, pero normal yung
Mm,
isa. So, it's not
mm,
compensating. Uncompensated.
Okay, uncompensated pa rin siya.
Mm.
Ayan. Okay. Yun. Next example, pH is 7.48.
O si Jess naman yan, o si Jax.
Ay, sige, sige. O, Kuya Jax. pH value is
Alam mo na talaga
7.48.
Uy!
dapat naka-video to eh.
Oo.
Bakit Jax nung naka-video nun, attentive ka naman? Anong nangyari?
Oh!
Oh, interesting. Why don't we talk about
Really?
that, shall we?
Tell me more about it.
Tell me more about it.
Therapeutic communication.
Nawala yung focus niya, no? Yun talaga yung description, mami ni Nigel.
Oh, I think let's talk more about that. Let's take a break and then talk more about that. Dalian mo na. Ano yung sabi ni Jax? Sasagot ba daw siya?
Ewan ko. Acidotic. Seven point 35 to 7.45, right? Sabi ko kanina, anything or any number that is more than 7.45 is considered as an alkaline. Diba? Mataas siya, so alkaline. What for the PCO2?
Oh my God, paano to? Ako na nga sasagot. Normal.
Okay, normal. HCO3.
Um, low, so acid doted. Tama ba? Low? 19. Yes! Final answer.
Ay, wait lang ha. Mali dapat ito. Dapat mas mababa pala to para maging metabolic alkalosis. Sorry po.
Sige, push,
7.22 na
push.
lang. Ayan.
Yes.
Yan.
Ako talaga
Tama ka,
sumagot kasi
Jax.
sabi ko,
Tama ka.
Oo.
paano to?
Uy, Jax,
Oo.
tama ka.
Sumagot
Kasi,
talaga ako kasi paano to?
oo. Kasi po, hindi pwedeng, hindi pwedeng walang magiging partner si pH. Ganyan. So, magiging
Okay.
invalid yung result kasi pag gano'n. So, yun po. So, dapat, alkaline, sorry, dapat
Higher yata. Tama ba? Higher
alkaline.
both?
Yung HCO3 dapat yung taasan ko.
Higher.
Dapat 29. Ayan. Yeah. So, that's an example of a metabolic alkalosis and uncompensated. Ayun. Okay? So, next example po, Want more examples? Ready ka na, Kuya Jack? Okay, so the
Pag
pH
hindi pa
Distracted.
is,
siya ready, ako na lang. Kasi ako
ah,
gusto
Mas.
ko
sige.
talaga.
Sige. So the pH is 7.31. Is that acidic or alkaline?
Um, acidic.
Okay, acidic. Very good.
And
PCO2,
then,
1.
51. Um, as acidic pa din.
Okay.
And then,
PCO3.
22 to 26. 22 to 26. Uh, it's, no, it's high. High, which means alkalosis.
Okay, alkaline. So what is now
Okay.
our reading?
Um, respiratory acidosis. Partially compensated.
Okay. Galing.
Yay! I got it!
Woohoo! Good job.
Okay. So, ang lagi niyo lang pong titignan is kung saan yung partner lagi ni PH. So, at least nakukuha niyo na, no? Pati yung compensation niya. Okay? Next, yung mga estudyante ko nga rin, nung ina-answeran nila to, natutuwa sila na nakukuha nila. Kaya, nakatuwa din. So, next example, pH is 7.52. Is it normal or high or low?
Jax, baka naman gusto mo na. Bikini
Distracted
man,
pa yan.
Jax. Distracted pa ba?
Mm.
Distracted pa rin.
Oo nga. O sige, push natin ito. Dapat
Ikaw
hindi ko
muna.
nakikita yung normal values para ma-memorize.
Oo.
Kanina meron ako eh.
Okay. Sige po.
Ano nga ba to? Pero nalimutan ko agad. Thank you. Ano ba? Alam ko na. Hi. Ano nga ba? Hi. Alkaline.
Mm. Okay.
And then 30, 22 to 26. Hi din. Alkaline.
Ang PCO2.
Tama ba? 22 to 26. Tama ba ako?
PCO2 po.
Mali. Kabila pala yun. 35 to 45, 35. Ay, mali. Oo nga. Um, low. Acid. No. Alkaline din. Tama ba? Ito yung magkaiba.
And
Oo,
liquid
alkaline.
PCO3.
22 to 26. Low. Acidic.
Okay, acidic. Okay. So, ano po ang reading natin dito?
Respiratory alkalosis.
Okay, respiratory alkalosis.
And then, I
Mali
don't
po yung arrow ko dito, ha.
know.
Dapat down kasi bababa siya. Okay? Next. Next example po. pH of 7.50.
Ako ulit. Sige, push natin ito.
Sige.
Okay ka na?
Uy, nabuhay. Go.
Sabay na siya.
This,
Ano po muna yung interpretation mo sa pH? pH is alkaline, right? Okay, PCO2 is 50. Is it acidic or alkaline? Yung PCO2 po, value niya is 50. Is it alkaline or acidotic? Or acidotic? Kapag mas mataas, kabaligtaran po niya yung pH. So, kapag mas mataas po siya, kabaligtaran niya, acidic siya. Oo. Okay? So, yung ating bicarbonate ay 30. Mas mataas. So, ibig sabihin, that alkaline, right? So, the reading is, or the interpretation in here, in this ABG result or sample is, okay, metabolic alkalosis and compensation. Partial compensation pa din po siya. Ayun. Okay. So, next po, 7.39. Dapat mabilis na. Acidic or alkaline?
At normal. Ako na ba? Sino?
Sige, ikaw na kuya. Okay, normal.
Normal. PCO2
Ay, guys,
is
may... sige, sige. Sige po. PCO2 is
acidosis. Uy,
okay,
kumakain. Oh.
acid. NHCO3 is
Alkalosis. So it's high
okay,
in
alkaline.
alkalosis.
So, in this example, nakikita po ninyo na normal naman ang pH.
Mm-hmm.
Meron pa
But
rin po ba
it's on
tayong
the
reading?
acidosis.
Yes. Ay?
It's respiratory acidosis. But
Yes, okay. Pero normal naman yung pH. Paano po yun? Okay,
so
so
it means
always remember
normalized.
po,
Yeah, go.
okay, so always remember po na ang pinaka-normal value for the pH is 7.40. Okay, so kapag lumabas po for example na 7.41 yan, di ba? That's towards the alkaline side na. Ang tendency niyan, ang magiging result mo na ay metabolic alkalosis na siya. So always remember that yung pinaka standard value or pinaka average for pH is 7.40. Kaya po kung makikita nyo dito, normal siya, pero this is on the acidic side. Okay? Kasi pa-left na siya, diba? Towards the left. So that's more on the acidic. So tama po kayo na ang reading pa rin dito ay
Respiratory acidosis.
okay. And what's the compensation?
Normal. Fully compensated? Or
Compensation po natin ay normal,
fully compensated. Normal, pH, abnormal. Ayan.
okay, fully compensated respiratory acidosis.
Mm.
Okay? So, yun po. Next, pH of 7.42.
Yun na lang.
Sige po.
It's within normal pero alkaline.
Yeah, it's normal but this is towards the alkaline side. Okay? PCO2 is
Low. Alkaline din. Abnormal
okay,
alkaline.
alkaline, and HCO3, 21.
Acidic.
Okay, so the interpretation is
Respiratory alkalosis.
okay.
And then fully compensated.
Ayun. Okay, so
Yes,
fully
wala akong cheat
compensated.
sheet. Woohoo!
Okay, and eto pa po. I think last two na ito. 7.38. Tuloy niyo na po.
Jax, okay ka na ba? Napaka-distracted ng friend kong to.
Sige.
Ayan, good.
Alkaline. Tama po kayo sa ano, tama kayo sa HCO3 na acidic siya. How about your pH? Mm. pH is still normal, but this is geared towards the acidic or alkaline side. Yes, perfect. Okay. How about the PCO2? Okay, alkaline. And 18, tama po kayo kayo na acidic. So, our interpretation for this is metabolic. Tignan niyo po yung ano, yung pH, tsaka yung bicarbonate ion. Sige lang po. You can do that. Go, go, go. Respiratory alkaline. Hindi po.
Kasi distracted ka, my friend. Tigilan mo na muna yan. Huwag ka na mag-concentrate kasi dyan. Maya natin pag-usapan.
Okay, sige po. Kaya niyo yan. 'Di ba next step is hanapin mo yung partner ni PH. Yan. Hanapin mo yung partner ni PH, saan ba yung asawa niya, gano'n.
Ma'am,
Yes.
nasaktan siya dun. Joke.
Sabihin ko sana, naku, asawa-asawa.
Hindi niya kinaya. Sabi niya, bakit gano'n?
Kapit lang, Jax, kapit. Oo, oo.
Hala siya!
Hmm. Okay. Final answer. Bakit metabolic acidosis?
Huwag kang distracted. Hello! Focus! Focus tayo!
Isipin mo, sinong asawa ni PH?
Eh, kaya lang yung naiwan dito sa PH, luhaan. Ano, paano?
Siyempre compatible, acid.
Oh.
Ano, Jax? Ma-explain mo na ba? O dadagdagan pa namin yung pang, ano sa'yo?
Oh, sige. So, the answer is, tama ka naman kuya eh. Metabolic acidosis. Ayun. Kasi 'di ba sabi ko nga kanina hanapin mo lagi yung partner lagi ni pH. So in this case, metabolic acidosis. And what is the compensation? Ano pong compensation niya? Is it full, no compensation, or partial?
Full.
Okay, full. Full compensation. Okay? Ano ba kasi yung meaning ng compensation po na yan? Ano pong intindi ninyo? Actually, the compensation, that is actually the body's attempt, okay, at correcting an imbalance. Okay? So, um, gagawa ng means yung ano na 'to, yung isang compensatory mechanism para, um, para ma-correct yung imbalance dito sa case na 'to. Okay? So, last example ay hindi, may isa pa ata dito. Okay? Ikaw pa Kuya Jax, pH of 7.41, is that normal or acidic or alkaline? Yay! Perfect! Okay, that's normal pero towards the alkaline side. O, 'di ba? 'Pag nag-focus talaga makukuha mo 'yan. PCO2, 49. Okay, perfect. Kabaligtaran niya lagi ang ano, 'di ba, yung results or I mean interpretation ng pH and HCO3. How about 20 na si HCO3? 20, mababa ba 'yan, mataas? Okay. Mababa, so that's acidic. Okay? So, in this case, ay wait lang, may mali. May mali dito. Sorry po.
Mali.
Anong mali dito? Ano yung papalitan po natin? Anong papalitan natin? Ayan na yung
Ay,
answer.
yung
Anong,
49 to 45. Ay, ano ba?
anong papalitan natin?
Fully
Anong
convinced
papalitan
metabolic.
dito?
So
Oo
HCO3
nga.
dapat alkalotic
Yes.
siya.
Okay, alkalutic. So, ano dapat?
Ano ba?
Mas
27
mataas
enough.
or
Mas
yan?
mataas.
Yan.
Uy, yun si
Perfect.
Jaxo.
Uy!
Yee.
Nagko-concentrate na siya! I'm so proud of you,
So
my
Jax, sino yung
friend!
kwan dyan?
Oh
Sino yung
my
pair?
gosh! Tignan mo talaga. Sabi sa'yo eh, mamaya na natin pag-usapan yung mga problema mo sa buhay.
Oh. Ah, sige. Next. 7.41. Ay, ito ating kanina. O, Kuya Jax. Yeah. Yeah. O, game. Last na 'to. And yeah. Okay. Okay. Mm. Hmm. So, ano dapat? Dapat alkaline para maging kaya nga po. So, ano magiging interpretation na niya 'pag naging alkaline na siya? Scenario 27. Yes. Metabolic alkalosis and anong compensation? Scenario 27 po ito, 27. Yes, fully compensation. Okay, 27. Ayun po. Gusto niyo pa ng maraming examples? Bigyan ko kayo sa Google Form. Pero dapat walang ano, walang kodigo. Walang
Gusto ko
ano,
yun.
distracted na sige. Ay, pero at least bumawi si Kuya Jax, no?
Oo nga eh.
Galing.
Distracted
Galing,
kasi.
galing.
Pero Jax, gusto ko lang i-point out na this just proves na hindi talaga siya maayos para sa'yo. Dude, tingnan mo kung gaano ka ka-distracted.
Oo.
Gusto ko lang i-point out ulit yun po-point out ko. I cannot stress it enough.
Oh. Okay, so that ends session this day para po maka-rest na din tayo. And I will just send, I mean, paki-take na lang po ulit yung examination. And hopefully perfect na po ninyo. Tapos, magpo-post ulit ako ng another question. Para
Okay.
hindi na po natin, hindi natin natapos yung ibang discussion. Pero sinend ko naman po sa inyo yung review material for punta. And kapag may nakalimutan po kayong concept, balikan nyo lang po yun para at least, kayo, ready. Pero, I suggest po na kapag mag-answer kayo yung retake, please, walang kodigo po. Para,
Yep.
talagang totoong-totoo. Okay. Sige
Mm.
po. Good
Thank you.
night. Good night for
Thanks,
now.
Catherine.
Opo. Yes po.
Thank you
Sige
so
po.
much,
Good
ma'am.
night.
Kain ka na.
Yeah. Oo nga, kakain ako. Sige. Good night. Bye-bye. Sige.
Sige.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Salamat na
Bye.
marami.
Yes po. Sige po.